Hi.
Hi, Michael. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
What's
Glad
it-
you
Do you like Michael or Mike, or what do you like to be called?
Mike. I like Mike.
Nice
Rose.
to meet you. Nice to meet you. And you like to be called Rose?
Yeah.
All right, welcome. So there's refreshments here, water if you need it.
Thank you.
Restrooms are over here in the hallway. Small place, you can't really miss it. And just so you know, I would like to start by talking with you first, since I've already had some time with Michael. But before we get started, I just want to mention that we're trying to use nonviolent communication. So when we talk about our feelings, we'll try and use words that are non-blaming words. We're all good with that? I'm going to talk to you individually, and I would like there to be no interrupting as I speak with each of you individually. I also want to remind you that it would be best if you had your cell phones on silent and put someplace where they're not going to distract you while we go through this process. What I'd like you to do on your piece of paper is write down your goal, what you would like to accomplish today. I would like to speak with you first. Can you tell me in your words what happened here?
Well, the matter is clear that we offered our house for the ball, and we had an incident, or several incidents of damage.
So you would have liked help with
We would have liked
with
help,
the damage.
absolutely.
Did you ask for help?
We did, but we didn't really get anywhere with it. Besides, the state of the house was in such a terrible situation that we couldn't live there without cleaning it. We really had to clean and
Michael?
The stories we weave. Look, we had an agreement, and we agreed to have this party.
I'm going to ask you to speak directly to me. Well, I'll let you speak to each other in a moment.
Okay.
60-40.
60-40.
You would pay 60, they would pay 40. This was their house.
That's correct. And she refused to pay. No indication that there was a problem. All of a sudden, she just not going to pay.
I feel like that's a part of the expense,
Absolutely.
even though it wasn't discussed beforehand.
That's
The damage
correct.
was not discussed.
And the frat
Was
party.
cleanup discussed before you agreed on?
No, we did not discuss in detail, but we've had many parties, and it's quite common that the facility that hosts a party gets a little bit of break because they have a little bit more work involved before and after the party.
So there may have been an assumption that it was just part of the consideration. When you're feeling anxious about being you put out yourself, overextended yourself financially here.
Absolutely, not just myself, but our fraternity.
I hear that you keep saying that you feel taken advantage of, but I'd like to see if you can describe that in a way that is not blaming, because taken advantage of feels like some blaming words.
So even before I, paid all this bill, they should get really like the next day, not the week after, not 2 weeks later. Said, Michael, come over here and look and see what happened to the party. How are we going to solve it? No, nothing. They just no communication other than they refused to pay the
You would
bill.
have liked a little bit more understanding of the damage.
More notice, more understanding, and an
Okay.
opportunity to discuss it and figure out really how do we resolve it. They're inflating it, in my opinion.
I hear you say that you think they're inflating the bill, and it sounds like you're disappointed that you have spent as much as you have spent. And you're also disappointed that the agreement has not been followed.
That's what I'm disappointed, is the agreement and not communicating with me earlier on to say there's a problem, come over and look at what's left. They
So
could
you
call
would
the
have
next
liked
day.
you would have liked to have noticed. What would have happened if you had done that? I mean, if you had gone over and seen the damage, would that have made it, what do you think would have happened?
Well, I think it'll give us a chance to talk and renegotiate the agreement before we put out money.
He was at the party, so he saw that there was a part of the sheetrock that was damaged that we had to have fixed and painted. So, and he's talking about an agreement. Yes, we did have an agreement, but nowhere in that agreement we anticipated the extent of damage that Delta Delta members were going to cause to our home. There was an agreement for 60-40, but that agreement was not in anticipation of some extraordinary damage that they have to take responsibility for. I'm not asking for anything more than them taking responsibility for the damages they caused.
So you would like them to cover all the costs?
I think that of the $460 that we have spent, we should also split that 40-60. Why not? Where is the common courtesy here? When you go to someone's house and you cause damage, you can't just say, oh, well, we had a 40-60 agreement.
I'm getting a sense that you are feeling that you're not getting the respect you need from the House members even before the party took place.
That's very true.
What's your goal when you sat down at first? What goal did you write down?
Today,
Yes.
I said to resolve, be fair, and maintain friendly relationships.
Okay. I'm going to talk to Michael. Michael, what was your goal?
Well, wait. I mean, she gets to explain a lot of things.
Of course.
Cover a lot of things.
Yes, but eventually I'm going to want to ask that question. So you go ahead and talk about what you'd like to talk about.
If I knew the day after, I would have paid the bills, and that would made all the members of both the fraternity and sororities think about, okay, let's put our heads together and find out who are responsible and get them to pay some of the damages. But no, she's been wrong her own way. Let me think that our agreement's good, and they said, well, no, I changed the plan.
So you feel like you needed more communication as far as the cleaning?
Not anymore, but earlier. You can't wait 2 weeks or 3 weeks later.
All right,
It
so
should have been the next day or the day after. It shouldn't be longer than that.
would
We
it
had
have been
agreement.
different if she had communicated with you?
I think there would have been a good chance that we could have resolved it and gotten taken care of without spending $400 or $500.
It sounds like you felt like you were on the outside.
Absolutely, yes.
We live there. You guys don't. We had no choice, and we had no time. I mean, we're all very busy. So
So you had a
we had
situation that you felt
situation
needed
that
to
was
be.
sort of an emergency situation. We had to urgently clean up so that we could live there. Oh, no, this is like family. We don't call police on the family. You understand and you take responsibility for it.
And because it was family, you just kind of did the math yourself and figured that this cost of cleaning up these expenses
Exactly.
covered
And we
your 40%.
Yeah, and we didn't think that there was going to be any resistance.
What your goal? Did you have
To
something
be
else?
paid $800. That's the primary goal. But she made a good point about being family. But families don't keep secrets. She should come over and say, look, come over and take this place. We need help cleaning up. I could have got some students there that same day. We did the 60-40 split, figuring that the 20% difference would cover their expenses and time to clean up after the party. And
So, one at a time. So,
It
in
was
the
no
60
secret because everybody saw what happened.
Rose, look at me, please. I'm going to have you talk to Michael a little bit, but right now I really want you to address me. So, I don't know if you're hearing him say that he felt that because of the 60-40, the 60 was considering that it was your house, and that that's part of the reason why there was the 20.
Yeah,
So let me
for us
ask
to
you.
fix.
Okay, so if an event goes
Let me
smoothly,
just say that
She's put that all on us.
Secret. He's telling, what secret? He was there. The members were there. They saw what happened. Maybe that morning I should have called him to see it, but the assumption was that he saw it the night before.
so you made an assumption.
I made an assumption that he saw what happened, and I made an assumption that as a reasonable person, which is what I would have done, that
Right, so there's projections and assumptions.
Exactly. And yeah, I guess you can fault me for that, but I don't think I should pay $800 for that.
so it's not so much the money, because our fraternity has money. It's not that. It's about being look like a strong leader.
Right.
See? That's my setup to be
So keeping
really
the
here.
respect of your.
Or if I could come away with face,
Mhm.
then,
But Michael, you can't
Okay,
do
that,
that at my
Rose,
expense.
Why not?
please
If you want to
speak.
keep faith, keep
Rose,
faith.
stop talking. Stop talking, we're not there yet. We'll get there. Do you have anything you'd like to say to me about what Michael just said?
Seems to me there's ego involved here that somebody wants to maintain but does not want to, and because of it, he's pushing to get money from us, and we're a new sorority. We don't have the backbone that they do. We don't have the funds. We are brand new. Okay, so the president of this old established sorority wants to maintain his authority, his fraternity, and he wants to look good, he wants to look strong, and for that, he's coming and pressuring us.
And you
I'm
feel that you're
That's not
struggling,
unfair.
and you're still just struggling to get on your feet and
Absolutely.
establish yourself as a sorority. And does it sound like you would like some help from them?
I just want them to be fair. He has a goal, I mean, he has an intention to maintain his structure, but I shouldn't have to pay for that.
I hear that. It sounds to me that there's really some miscommunication here. That if there are some elements that didn't get communicated, that need to be communicated. And I almost wonder if we could back up, pretend it's before the party, and have a discussion like it was before the party. Would that be helpful? I'm talking to Rose. Right.
So we did not really talk about it because that was something that happened.
Right. And the amount of work that went into it.
Exactly.
Now that you've revealed that you have to save face,
No, I didn't reveal that.
well, you just did. And I think it's okay that she took it and ran with it.
And
So
it's,
where I'd like to go with
So
it.
favoritism already.
Well,
You discredit yourself by agreeing with.
but what I'm saying is,
Hey, no.
as a mediator, if this did come up in a natural setting, I would need to deal with that. All right. So your goal was to get paid.
Yes.
Okay. Your other goal also is to keep the relationship good between you
Absolutely.
and the sorority. So it sounds like because they don't have the money and they are a new sorority, that there's going to need to be some compromise happening. Compromise will need to happen.
Yes.
Is there anything you can do to help this situation resolve?
Certainly, first of all, that they acknowledge that, they're partly responsible for whatever damage there might be,
Okay.
and that it should be maybe a shared expense. But
Did
we
you
didn't know
understand that she only had $1,200 or only had $500?
No, she never mentioned how much, we just said we'll just split 60-40.
That's that. But I'm just wondering what part of the responsibility could your members stand up to and help out with?
Well, at this point, I certainly could ask them.
After I talk to Rose, I'm hoping that with these talking points, that maybe we can find a way to come up with a solution that works for both of you.
Okay, and
Okay, Rose. So you've let me know your goal in this.
resolve it, be fair, and maintain the friendly relationship.
Right, and that's something that Michael said he wants to do as well, maintain
Well, that's
your relationship. It's important to him as well, so I think this is a good solid ground for us to work our negotiations here. So I also hear that money is a concern for you and your sorority. Is there a way that you could negotiate or?
Yes, I can pay him the $800 if they take responsibility for some of the damage. Let's just say we take half responsibility for the damage and they take half
I
responsibility.
think that would be, yeah, so $575 total. Oh, I just did math under pressure.
We did.
Michael, would you mind starting and letting Rose know what you would be willing to do?
certainly, we would be happy to pay 60% of the money you pay for damages.
Let's say that for the sake of let's say $450, 60% of it is, which was your share, is $270. So of that $800 bill,
We deduct
you
$270.
deduct $270 and we come up with $530.
Right.
Okay, I'll accept that.
And so the next time you plan a party together, it sounds like you'll be a little bit smarter about how to go about it.
Yes.
And
I know
factor in these kinds of things. So, do we need to shake hands? Do we need to hug it out? What do we need to do here?
No,
You
I'm
can't do
still
that?
furious with
Yeah,
him.
I'm still a bit
No,
agitated.
You and your
yeah, they're
partner's still
agitated, and he's asking me out, and I'm not sure if I want to say yes.
But we're
So
next
I don't
door.
want him to get any
Awkward moment.
ideas.
Awkward moment. Alright, but we're okay, you're good
Yeah,
with
okay.
the amount of money that they're gonna contribute,
Mhm.
and you're good with the amount of money that you're gonna pay, and you eventually will smooth out any of the ruffled edges that are going on right
Yes,
now.
well, I'll talk to my members and,
So